So let us now solve the questions. We have this question as a train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. For solving such kind of problems, first we need to assume something out of the question. So now we assume that the speed of the train be x. So we assume that the speed of the train as x kilometers per hour. Now for any type of speed distance problem, we always need to keep in mind that speed is always equal to distance upon time. So if the speed of the train is x, the distance to be covered is given as 480 kilometers. So the time we can find by using as distance upon speed. So time for the journey can be set as 480 upon x. Now we have been given that the speed has been 8 km less in the second case. Now for the second case, we know that the speed has been 8 km less. So we'll reduce 8 km from the speed. So now the speed will be x minus 8 km per hour. And we are given that it takes 3 more hours to cover the same distance. So we need to increase the time by 3. So the time of this journey will now become 480 upon x plus 3 hour. Now we know that it covers the same distance. So the distance is the same. So that is 480. Now we can apply that speed is equal to distance upon time upon this. So x minus 8 is equal to 480 divided by x plus 3. So now cross multiplying. So we have x minus 8 into 480 divided by x plus 3 equal to 480. We have x minus 8 into 480 divided by x plus 3 is equal to 480. Now upon opening this bracket we have 480 plus 3x minus 480 into 8 divided by x minus 24 is equal to 480. 480 gets cancelled on both sides. So we have 3x minus 3840 by x is equal to 24. Now taking the LCM, we have 3x square minus 3840 divided by x is equal to 24. Now cross multiplying this, we have 3x square minus 3840 is equal to 24x. So we have 3x square minus 24x minus 3840 is equal to 0. Now 3 can be taken common. So we have x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. So we have the quadratic equation as x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this quadratic equation by either by middle term splitting or by using quadratic formula. Now another question is to find the root of root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 by factorization. So we have the quadratic equation as root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Now by factorization means we will use middle term splitting method, in which we have to split 7 in two numbers such that the products comes equal to the product of these two, which is 5 root 2 into root 2, which is 10. 5 root 2 into root 2, which gives us the value 10. So we can split two numbers as 10 as 2 and 5. So we'll split this as root 2x plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Taking root 2 common from this, so we have x plus root 2 plus taking 5 common from this, we have x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now taking the common under one bracket, we have x plus root 2. So since both cannot be equal to 0, we have x is equal to minus root 2 from this one, and root 2x is equal to minus 5. So x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. So these are the both root of this quadratic equation by factorization. So in this type of question, when we are asked about consecutive positive integer, let's say we have one number as, let first number be x. So consecutive means that the another number will be 1 greater than the first number. So the second number will be x plus 1. Consecutive numbers differ by only 1. So we have, according to the question, we have sum of the square is 365. So we'll square both and add them both. So we have to get the sum as 365. Now we have made a quadratic equation. We can open the bracket. We have x square plus 1 plus 2x is equal to 365. So it is 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is equal to 0. So we have 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. So we can take 2 common from this. We have x square plus x minus 1. We can use quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. We have x is equal to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4 into a into c divided by twice of a. So we have x is equal to minus 1 plus minus root of 1 minus 728 divided by 2. So we have x is equal to minus 1 plus minus root of 729 divided by 2. So root of 729 is 27 by 2. X is equal to 26 by 2 or 28 by 2. So we get the two root of this as 13 and 14. So these are the two consecutive numbers whose square when summed gives 365.